Exciting day for me to be in the video released, which I'm very proud of. This was one of the videos we shot in Barn, in Hilversum, which is close to Barn, where Frank van der Leyen lives, and where we also recorded the orchestra for Symphony. And for me, it was, of course, always finding new angles when it comes to videos, especially when we're using a big orchestra. You know that the typical orchestra is, we have the string sections on this side, first violin, second violins, violas, cellos, contrabass, and then brass sections on that side, woodwinds on that side. Sometimes, traditionally it changes. But for me, for that piece to kind of like grab the energy of the piece by Rammstein, Mein Herz brennt, I felt we needed a more speedy camera. And of course, when you just have the orchestra behind you and you play the violin, the problem is they can just film you from left to right, back and forth. So I had the idea of creating like sort of like a donut orchestra. So like bringing all the orchestra members into a circle, putting myself in the middle. And that way, you can use the camera literally 360 degrees around me. Yes, be like a little bit more quiet in the background. By the way, your Colin is also here. Say hi to the people. Hi. Great. Anyway, so let's put this a little closer.
A little bit closer, Benny.
It's good with your...
Okay, I can. It's the other way. Anyhow, so I guess it's time for some questions. We're talking about the video release being at 9/17 tonight. So I'm very proud of this. Guys, what's going on here? Benny, are you happy with everything? Is there anything I'm missing? Excuse me? What? Was hat gesagt?
I see you gemischt.
I see you.
So
What?
what's special about this music video?
What's going on? What's the problem, Jack?
Continue.
Can you explain the problem, man? I want to know. I'm not continuing. Benny, you're making fun in the background. Now you're officially, you have to tell the people what's going on. Yes? Yeah.
Wir brauchen deine Hilfe jetzt.
No.
Erzähl mal, was du gerade gesagt hast.
All right. You see, talking in the background, but not having the balls to come here and put this thing out. So that's the problem here. Anyway, this is Benny Mabert from Live Nation. What's your Instagram, Benny? Just. All right, so let's get back to the video release and some questions. Maena, come on, give me some questions, whatever it is.
What's so special about this music video?
Well, first of all, it's one of the few rock songs we have on Millennium Symphony. Everybody who knows me knows I have, of course, a big passion for rock music. I've been a big fan of Rammstein for many, many years. I've known Till for many years. We've collaborated before. I did ask, of course, before I started, arranging this permission if they're cool with me doing this, and sent over like some demos, the ideas I had with this. So everybody was like, okay, you can go for this. What is special about the piece? First of all, already in the original, it has a wonderful string riff, which lends itself to the solo violin. Additionally, for me, since I know Till's voice very well, it was for me something, it was a challenge to find, that kind of like baritone kind of sound on the violin. And anybody who knows good violins and good string instruments, ever since I received the Baltic Guarneri del Gesù, especially the G string, that works perfectly for that kind of material. So that's pretty much the first ideas I had, and of course I think it's one of my favorite Rammstein songs, and we created a very cool video, which hopefully you guys are gonna enjoy as well.
Yes. What song took you the longest for you to arrange on the album?
The longest, probably the ones which are the most orchestral, string heavy. For instance, Blinding Lights, especially because it's like almost like a minute symphonic introduction. So that probably, just because it's, you know, so many voices, so many instruments you have to kind of write out. So that probably took the longest.
Are you playing with a symphonic orchestra in concert?
Yes, we are going with a full orchestra on tour, starting in Germany in March, I think on the 20th of March next year. Tour is going to be called, like the album, Millennium Symphony, and we're starting in Germany, Switzerland, Austria. Just released some European dates, which are going to also happen just right after the GSA tour. And then planning, of course, to move with the program also above Europe into the USA plus Central Asia.
Will you come to Latin America?
Yes, we will, of course, be playing Latin America. I've had so many wonderful, beautiful, and exciting experiences over there. People have so much passion and love for music and for life. So that's infectious. So I really enjoy playing, especially in that territory, actually.
Which violin will you play on the tour?
Sorry, it's Till. Till? Darf ich dich gleich zurückrufen? Nein, ich bin nicht. Okay, auf Wiedersehen, Till. Ich melde mich später. Tschüss. That didn't happen. Anyway.
Which violin will you play on the tour?
Which violin will I play on the tour? I will be playing a beautiful Jean-Baptiste violin, which has a lovely sound and a lovely timbre. And yes, I'm still a little bit confused from the last phone call. So next question.
I have read that you have a new team on tour. Does that mean you also have a new band?
We do have a new production team, Live Nation, who is helping and orchestrating a little bit the production and helping with the production ideas. Of course, that makes life a little bit more fun to have somebody or a team around you to kind of like pitch ideas, get ideas back, go back and forth to create something new, something exciting, something which I haven't done in the past. Life is always about, you know, evolving, coming up with something spectacular, still using, of course, the music as the foundation of a great tour, but, you know, pitching things which might make the audience enjoy the music even a little bit more. So I'm always up for that. So I'm very excited to work with them.
Are you just playing with an orchestra in Europe or in other countries as well?
Depends. Right now we just scheduled the shows in Europe. I think there's a few shows where we're going to be playing with the orchestra. It's a work in progress at this point. We're going to take a big production though on the road to Europe. The biggest I've ever done in the past. So anybody who's listened to us in the last 10 years outside of GSA, they're in for a treat, because Live Nation said to me, well, we're going to take this to a different level. So I'm very excited to see what they come up with. So you should be really looking forward to this, as am I.
Which one of your violins is...
Not to put any pressure on the guy back there from Live Nation.
Which one of your violins is your favorite one?
It depends a little bit. Sometimes you feel like eating a little bit more vegetables. Sometimes you feel like having some French fries. I guess for generally the Baltic del Gesù is my favorite instrument 90% of the time. I still play my Antonio Stradivarius here and there. When I do promotion, like for instance tonight for the album here in Leipzig, I have two violins with me. I have the Baltic del Gesù where I practice in the hotel room with, and I do have the Jean-Baptiste violin, which I'm going to use later. But there's going to be some pyrotechnic happening behind me and in front of me, so we don't want to burn the Guarnero del Gesù.
How did you pick the songs for the album?
Song picking is quite difficult, but also quite simple. First of all, it needs to be my taste. It needs to have good harmonic progression, great chords. Basically, it means like great chords which are nice to listen to, have charisma and are very characteristic. It needs a good melodic line. A lot of great pieces sometimes have quite a simple line, meaning that the intervals are not as pragmatisch, as they would say in Germany. And for that, I always choose pieces where the melody is quite strong, also on the violin, great harmonic progression. And with that, I can start working out something more symphonic, and that kind of like gets my imagination running. Isn't it nothing more private there? This is all very professional. I thought you were going to ask, what is the color of your underwear or something?
Which is a kind of
easy
violin for beginners.
What?
A violin for beginners.
A violin for well, first of all, depending on the age. When I was like this tall, the violin was about this size. So I just get something from like I don't want to make commercial or anything, but just buy something online which has 4 decent strings and works, because in the end most of the people starting with the violin, they stop after 10 days or 2 weeks. So don't buy anything expensive until you really feel the passion and do this for a few months, and that you can do with a very cheap instrument. And once you feel like this is something you really do continue, you can get yourself something better.
Is there still a dream you haven't fulfilled yet?
Your questions are all so cute. Are those all the questions, Maena? Okay, give me that thing. All right, playing. You have any time for the. What color is your? Aha! What color are your underwear? Finally, very simple, black. But I mean, it was just an example, of course, of a question which is a little bit outside of the box. Anyway, but Maena, what else is going on out there?
When are you getting married?
When am I getting married? No date set so far. I'm married to music, first of all. So I don't know if I need a second marriage. I think that would be unfaithful to my music marriage.
What do you like to do for self-entertainment when you're not playing a violin?
I like to go to the gym, actually. I like to do some cardio. I like to watch old movies, because all the new movies are not funny anymore. Wokeness has killed the fun in movies. And my manager looks at me again, oh, don't touch that topic. But it's true. Like, if you look at comedies 10, 15, 20 years ago, at least you had a good laugh. These days, it's all fucking boring.
Jeffries.
Okay, we have 1 minute left.
It's a good, if you want to have some fun and laugh, Jim Jeffries, good comedian. Love that guy. And he's definitely taking some risks in his humor. All right.
Pitchen wir nochmal auf die Tour und dass ihr gleich das Video anguckt.
All right, so basically now I think we're coming to the end of this this adventure. For me, it was interesting. I literally, when I closed the eyes, what you don't see is that there's like a circle of light, and like the if I close my eyes, I see that. So I'm gonna keep my eyes open for the rest of the night, and I hope you're gonna, if you're in Germany, check out the TV appearance, and of course, love to see you guys on tour. Check out the video, which is online at 9:17 p.m. I don't know why 9:17. Why is it 9:17? Nobody knows. Why not 9:18, 9:17:10, 9:17:15? Let's make it more interesting. But apparently it's 9:17.
No, they have to stay in the stream.
You do have to stay. So Maena, come over here. You can explain this. So here's Maena. What are these people supposed to do?
Yes, so stay in this stream, stay in this video to see the music video to Mein Herz brennt.
And what she would like to say is, give me some comments underneath.
What do they have to comment?
I don't know.
What do we want them to
good
comment?
Feedback, good feedback,
Yes.
bad feedback. I don't care. I enjoy always listening to whatever you guys have to say, and girls. Bye-bye.
Enjoy the video.
Enjoy the video.
Bye-bye.